Alright, so on to the next match. Denithan is taking on Kaishi. It's supposed to be Shotaro, but he has to do real life things. From what I heard, he's moving from one location to another, which involves him going offline for a minute, I believe. So to not delay the fight just for the sake of that, we're having our second Kaishi going in instead.
Kaishi?
Yeah, Kaishi is a new member of DS, brought in by, yes, tell him that double mulligan is okay. Um, anyway,
Who's... Oh, Denny's up.
yes. At any rate, Kaishi's a new member of DS, brought in by Kaze requesting me to bring him into the team after he said his team was about to disband and he wanted Kaishi. He wanted to make sure that Kaishi went to a team that um the most blunt way I could put it aren't full of jerks so that he doesn't become a jerk like some people do when they go to certain teams.
Denithan is probably one of our strongest players. He is our leader as well.
Well, the team leader usually is a strong member of the team. Of course, now he's going up against what seem to be brawlers, but that starter can be used for a number of Narukami decks. Due to the one clan per member rule, this also means that one of the members I was going to have go in now won't because he's a Narukami player. This is one of the things about DS is that we have like 3 Narukami players. Keep in mind, Narukami was not that popular a clan before.
Who... Someone forgot to... Who G-assist?
Nobody.
Then why is there a pot... Lucky Pot Draco kid in the...
Because for some reason that was in Denithan's deck. And you can see by his starter and his field right now that that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Area has that glitch sometimes where it will just magically give you a card. Blaster, Dark Revenger, Abyss in the damage zone.
At least it's not my card this time. And can't you hear it, Han? The sound of a cat purring?
I think so.
I have a cat.
Kaishi no pass the Vanguard. He lost a lot of hand doing that, but he did prevent himself from taking the damage. No trigger for Den though. And now we have G
Denithan,
assist.
Han.
Huh?
Call him Denithan. Denithan.
Denithan is, oh, speaking of G assist, here we go. Here's one happening now. Does get a unit from it.
Considering this match has started, it could be any game. And of course, it had to be Dragon and Fate.
Well, now with G assist, he has to remove from play 2 cards in his hand, and then 2 of his G units,
Ah!
which is going to put him at a massive disadvantage going forward. What the hell?
He got Dragonic Vanquisher.
No. Why? Why did he remove Conquest Dragon from the game? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you remove from the game a unit that needs to unflip one of his copies in order to actually get the skill off? Why?
And then he sent guides.
Uh, Kaishi did get
And
a
he rides
perfect.
his avatar.
Kaishi did get a perfect guard, so he can guard this if he so chooses. If I was him, I'd guard. Kaishi? Yes. Okay. Yes, it was a very good thing he did that because double trigger, one of which is a critical. Not to mention that for a counterblast cost of 1, Judge Bow would have went off and given uh Denithan even more hand. And considering that Kaishi G assisted, he really doesn't need the hand difference to become that so soon.
Anastasia's really pretty. Uh, Her outfit, that's real good. That would
Wait,
look good. That
wait,
outfit with her ears and tails and the black skin. That would look pretty good on her.
wait. I'm really wondering. Okay, okay. Kaishi lagged. For a second, I thought there was a disconnect. Actually, I think I'm lagging a little now. This is a
I'm not.
problem.
I have one cat on side of me snoring and the other cat on side of me purring.
Well, now Kaishi activates his stride. He can't use Dragonic Vanquisher's skill because its Counterblast 1 skill retires a unit in the front row. However, if this is allowed to hit, which it's not, if it would have been allowed to hit, he would have been able to retire Judge Bow Revenger and bind 2 units in the drop zone. Which means he could have selected 2 units and Denithan would have been unable to legion them back.
Denithan's not stupid, hun. He knows what he's doing.
Well, I wouldn't say he is, but also risk versus reward takes a part. The risk was greater than any reward he could have gotten. Because there are some situations where it's better to just let the unit hit, even in spite of the on-hit skills. That just really wasn't one of them at all.
He wants his puppy to go off.
He didn't even use stride.
Like I said, he wanted his puppy to go off. This might be the first time seeing Denithan played in a team battle. Hun.
Yeah, I don't. He's not usually around during times when I'm
He lives on
around.
the other side of the world by Japan, hun.
He's not the only one. But I do understand. I mean, time zones and whatnot. He doesn't have any more black wings.
I can I can make a joke about that, but I'm not going to.
You can if you want. Go for it.
I'm thinking of a black wings.
I know what I said.
Think about Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know. I know what I said.
So you got my train of thought idea.
Like I said. I know what I said. So for him to say choices like that means he either could stride or he's gonna stride.
Ah, Rose is on.
Rose has been on for a while. Well, they were going to get food before, which is why they're not in the commentary. Rose and Mythos both. This time Denithan is actually gonna let it hit. Gets criticaled, which means one of these 2 units isn't gonna stick around.
Question is, which one? Which one?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
he did not use the skill?
That's forced.
Oh, at least he's probably going to bind the heel.
He binds too, so it's the heal and something else. By the way, for retiring a unit, both the arcs gain 3,000 more power, but it doesn't change the how much he needs to guard because he used a 10k shield. So it's all the same. So now we have the Revenger Phantom Blaster Abyss, and through the Break Ride skill, he gets to call one unit from the deck as long as it is a Shadow Paladin grade 2 or below. And the unit called by this ability gains 5,000 more power.
Like I said, Denithan's got this.
That depends now. Kills the starter, so whatever that Draco Kid was going to do, it can't do it now. Although what it was going to do is your guess is as good as mine because this I'm trying I don't know what other grade 3 this deck uses yet. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything to give me an indication. Wait, actually, I saw a brawler. Never mind. Although the fact that he's using Vanquisher as well makes me think that maybe he's not using the cross ride unit, which brings up a lot of questions.
Diaz is all interested in Denny now, and Denithan.
What do you mean by interested?
They're all impressed.
Oh wait, did you go back into the DS chat?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's happening there?
No, I'm talking about Matt just said, when you're done, apparently my friend Colin is impressed, and so is everyone else from DS about you.
Oh,
Oh,
so Kaishi was able to perfect guard the first attack, and with his last two counter blasts, Denithan is gonna restand and attack again. Kaishi no guards. And a critical trigger. Fortunately for Kaishi, though, that won't end the match even if he takes the damage after this.
but then he has good hand of it size.
Well, that's just a given when dealing with the Phantom Blaster deck. Because Judge Bao. Not to mention that Kaishi did G assist, so the fact that he's keeping up this well is almost surprising in itself.
What's he going to do?
Okay, I'm really confused now, actually. Apparently this deck has Big Bang, Knuckle Dragon, Big Bang Knuckle Buster, and Dragonic Vanquisher. I mean, it does work, especially if you only use two Dragonic Vanquisher or less, but it's just strange. Kaishi's contemplating what to do next. He has the ability to use Stride, I think. Although he may also have Legion as an option. So it's up to him to decide what's better for him.
Well, he only lived once. He stole Mythos. So Mythos was lying.
Wait, what's happening?
YOLO.
What's he deciding to do?
I have no idea. It's just
Okay,
YOLO.
I was about to say, going into the main phase without doing anything would be weird. would be probably the worst decision he could make because I don't see how this deck, considering what I've seen from this deck so far, a it shouldn't be able to retire units during the okay, it doesn't have to be during the main phase. Although I find it weird if he started attacking Blaster Dark, Revenge, or Abyss just to get the extra 3000 power and critical on Vanquisher. Not really the best way to do things.
Do for an effect of one of your cards, not when it's attacked.
Oh,
Oh, he's
that
fighting.
does say from an effect.
And Conquest comes out.
Also keep in mind that Arc gains power as well. It'll gain a 3000 power boost.
I can't wait for my Legion come out. Then my strategy not be broken, most likely.
Both the
Why does
units
that guy
that
have a
just
43
probably a
Why does
glitch
that
from a
Lana Legion have
probably a
43?
glitch from a previous match. Also, these units also gain 10,000 because it's a because because all units in the front row gain 5,000 for each. I don't believe that is only all units currently in the front row. I think it's just in general. I have to look up a ruling on that later. Now that I'm seeing that because I'm actually not entirely sure.
Anthony's driving. The Canyon optimal skill.
Then again, set 2 only just came out, so I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a ruling on that around. Actually, there should be as soon as the card appears.
He's pushing.
Denithan can't use the Stride skill to counterblast 1 and give it 10,000 power. And there is a good chance that because of that, Kaishi has guard.
As a
Quintet
quint
wall.
21, 31, 41. No pass.
Counterblast for what?
He never. Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh!
He never killed Blaster Dark.
He did.
Oh, he didn't use Vanquisher's skill. He just used Conquest to kill it.
Oh.
So he didn't use Counterblast on purpose. Which was actually the smarter of the two choices, actually, so not a bad idea.
You know, people should really say what skill they're using first. If it has like this stuff is destroying things. I can get away with it because everyone knows what my clan does. And knows what things do.
But he never flipped up a unit for he never flipped up the unit for a Conquest Dragon skill though. He did forget something. Hmm. He actually did use Conquest Dragon skill, but he didn't use Conquest Dragon's ability in order to he didn't use he didn't unflip a Conquest Dragon, that's the thing. He didn't unflip another Conquest Dragon.
That's great. Get that big power boost.
He used one quintet wall to defend himself. Now he has to defend against these other two attacks. He has enough for that. Yeah, that's enough.
He has an interceptor and whatever these two cards are.
Well, he has two interceptors because those are both grade 2s.
Oh, I thought one. When I held it over, it said it was a grade
The
3.
43,000 is not a grade 3
By the way, how's that even 43K?
because of an area glitch. It's actually a 9K unit. If I
Did
was
he ever
Kaishi,
face? I have a question. Did he ever turn up a face up conquest? Because I only see one face up conquest on the.
that's what I was saying before. He didn't turn up a face down conquest dragon face up. So I guess we just changed that to blaster to Dragonic Vanquisher's ability is what killed Blaster Dark, which is why Kaishi did a counter blast.
That makes more sense.
So
I can't. Go ahead. Only.
so Kaishi's at what could very possibly be the last turn or the second to last turn of the match because he doesn't have a lot of hand. He's gonna have to do what he can to go out.
Jay tells says Kashi should not be nervous.
This is his first team battle for DS, and I don't know how much he did for Divine Generation, but either way, he really doesn't need to be nervous about it.
Don't fear the dragon.
As long as he does his best, that's all that counts. He rides Big Bang.
Ooh, he's going for it.
He's going for Big Bang Knuckle Buster. Actually,
He's going for it.
if he does this right, it could actually be a really good thing for him because he could take out um Denithan's entire field.
You think that worries Dan?
One,
My bucket looks so
okay,
cute.
so he has another one. Can he counterblast and put a Big Bang unit into the soul? Is his last card in hand a Big Bang unit?
It
It
is.
is, so he gets the skill plus 5,000 power, and he gets to attack 4 units with one attack. Also, Arc is supposed to gain power from Yajin's retire as well, so that's supposed to be 19. This is a 2 pass.
On Abyss.
2 pass from the Vanguard, everything else dies. So, critical. If this second check is a trigger, it's not.
Yes! Yes! No trigger! Sorry, hon, but I'm winning for my team.
I know. Now, Kaishi isn't completely dead in the water from that. He does have. First of all, he put a heal trigger back. Secondly, and more importantly, um he did take out most of Denithan's field, so if Denithan has to give up a lot of hand in order to make this, in order to do something like that. He decides to
Or
use Stride.
Optimus.
If he goes straight into battle phase, then nope, he's not. Calls a Mana, and Mana's gonna get a unit behind it. Has to get out of grade 0 because this game has gone on so long. He doesn't have any grade 1 Revengers in there.
He's not leaving things up to chance.
Well, here's the thing. If Kaishi can heal this, he can guard the rest. Even if triggers appear. So it all
Unless
comes down to if that top card in Kaishi's deck is a heal trigger.
crit.
Critical. Now he needs 2 heal triggers. Now he needs 3 heal triggers. Okay, 3 heal triggers in a row is a bit more than what could happen, I admit. So,
Oh, I once got 3 kill triggers in a row once.
good games, good job, Kaishi. There were some things you could have done better, but overall you did have a really great showing. And we're going to move on to the next match.